Good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our trades for today, Thursday, June 16th. Had two trades, really just one trade, which is a scalp, which we correlated between Euro Yen and Swiss franc Japanese Yen. We'll go over that in a minute. Do want to talk about the economic news. Yesterday we didn't trade. It was Fed day. The Fed left rates unchanged. Incredibly, not only did they leave rates unchanged, Janet Yellen was a little bit more dovish than expected, meaning her speech sounded like more towards leaning to cutting rates. And amazingly, the odds of a July rate cut are down to 1.9%, and a hike are down to only 5.9%. So they're going into this meeting or this announcement, the odds of a cut in July were 0, and the odds of a hike were a lot higher than 5.9. So now they're down to 5.9. So amazingly there, she really didn't say anything too crazy as far as the economy and whatnot. She's not only did she sound a little dovish, she kind of sounded almost like she's throwing in the towel. She did talk about not wanting to give a guidance anymore, which is kind of crazy because the Fed has always given Wall Street a guidance for the longest time. So we'll see what she does going forward. We've been saying it all along. The only reason to raise rates is to normalize. There is no economic activity which justifies raising rates. There's just none. I can't put it any more clear than that. The jobs report 2 Fridays ago was absolutely horrific. And that is one of their biggest indicators. They can't get inflation to 2%. And it's just, in our mind, it's just proven zero-bound rates or even negative rates do not create inflation. They need to raise rates to create inflation, which goes against conventional thinking, of course. But this has been a financial experiment, which was led by Ben Bernanke and has since moved on, and now Janet Yellen. Let's just see what else. Oh, by the way, the treasuries yesterday, the 10-year treasury touched 1.57%. Today, even further. So we have a flight to quality as equity markets around the world sell off and money pouring into the U.S. Treasury. Treasuries touched 1.50%. We're getting close on 10-year, 5-year, 2-year. We're getting close to all-time record lows for U.S. Treasuries. Japan's 2 and 5, 2-year, 5-year curve is now inverted, meaning the 2 years are actually yielding higher than the 5 yield on the equity curve in Japan. It's absolutely insane what's going on. Bank of Japan, they also had their interest rate decision last night. No change. Inflation expectations have weakened in Japan, as they have here in America, as they have in the Eurozone. As far as this morning's economic news, Philly Fed beat, even though somehow it beat as the number of employees tumbled, new orders fell to 4-month lows, and average work week remained in deep contraction territory. So somehow it beat, but that's a very volatile number. CPI missed. CPI core came in as expected, and initial jobless claims was a little worse than expected. So, but those aren't really big economic numbers. I mean, the big event was yesterday, as you know. Let's get to the trade. So we didn't do any trading yesterday, but we did have a trade last night. Unfortunately, this trade happened relatively late in the evening, so we didn't get to capitalize as much as we could have. We got a signal to short Euro Yen 118.936, and you can see what happened. I mean, we picked up 21.8 pips. We had 40% of our normal size because it wasn't quite a scalp. It was more of a swing. We were risking, an amount where we couldn't take a full position, but we had 40% of our normal size. So it size adjusted 8.7 pips. Again, it happened so late in the evening. We were in profit. We decided to take it. If it had happened a couple hours earlier, we could have captured much more of this move. And we did correlate this trade with the Swiss franc to Japanese yen. So we were long at 109.872. And on this, we sold 109.663, losing 20.9 pips. And we only had 20% of our normal size here. So basically half, because we had 40% of our normal size in Euro Yen. So half that. So we had 20% of our normal size in Swiss franc, Japanese yen, and we lost 4.2 pips there on a size adjusted basis. So overall, picked up 4.5 pips. Not great, not horrible. Like I said, if this had happened an hour or two earlier, we probably would have captured at least another 20 to 30 pips. So probably would have been up 40 to 50 pips, which would have made it much more worth our while. But you know, it is what it is. It happened when it happened. So that's it. We're going to move on. If you're still trading now, good luck. If any signals come out, they'll be coming your way. And probably not going to trade tomorrow. It's a Friday in the summer, so we'll be back Monday with a video, assuming we get some action Sunday night or Monday morning. Have a great rest of your day.